Yo, yo, yo. I'm here with Edgewater graduate, state champion, Edgewater Hoop Squad Wall of Famer, Baylor University graduate, consecutive Big 12 champion, 2017 third round WNBA 29th pick, Alexis Prince. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, what's good? How you doing?
All right, how you feeling?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Nah, thank you. So let's just start. Where you from?
Well, I grew up in Eatonville, Florida. It's a small town outside of Orlando. Everybody, if you from here, you know where it's at. But I moved around a little bit. We lived in Rosemont, but so like Eatonville, Rosemont area.
Okay. Yeah, Edenville, famous. That's like the first black
Yeah,
city or
the
something
first
like that.
the oldest black town in America.
There you go.
Zora Hurston got some history there. She lived there, and they got a couple museums there. Right now, we trying to keep the history alive because in Orlando they trying to gentrify everything.
Right.
So right now they just opened up the community pool, which I think is good because we don't really have that around in Orlando.
Right.
You heard of that?
No, I know what's something going on with Edenville. They was on the news about selling some parts of it or some kind of property down there.
Yeah, they doing like they took the high school away. They had Wymore where we used to hoop at, like a little gym there. It was
Right.
part of the high school. They took that away. I think they're trying to do something with the land. I'm not quite sure, but I read something where they was trying to open back up a college there or something. So they're trying to keep it there, but I don't know like the details of it. But
Right.
we need everybody to be on board and try to keep the history alive because it's not much black history for real.
Nah, you're right. All right.
Yeah.
So how was your upbringing in like Edenville or growing up? You like the only child? Like what you did for
Oh
fun?
nah. I live with my mom and my two sisters. My older sister, she also went to Edgewater. She a little bit older than me. She graduated in I think '06. And my younger sister, Zaria, she went to Edgewater as well. She graduated in 2020.
Okay. So what kind of what you was into as a child though? Like the normal child go outside, because nowadays kids don't really go outside like
Yeah,
that.
kids do. Yeah, I just had my nephew the other day. They played the game all day. I had to force him to come out and play basketball with me. But I used to go outside a lot. That's really where I learned to play basketball. Is really just going outside, playing with people who was out there. My sister
Right.
used to play, so I used to run after her. I told you she's older than me, so I used to just try to learn from whatever they were doing. Not really necessarily learn how to play basketball. That's just what the kids was doing when I went outside.
Right.
So then, yeah, I used to go outside all the time. I used to go up to Rosemont Park. We used to play out there a lot. I don't know if they still play out there, but Eatonville, we had a couple basketball courts out there. I used to go to after school. I used to go to Eatonville Boys and Girls Club all the
Okay.
time. That's really where that's really where I spent most of my time at the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
We used to play different. I played on the boys team because they didn't have a girls team. Of course, they used to have like a league, and we play different boys and girls clubs like throughout the city. I think the furthest we went was probably to Sanford, but it's so many different ones. But when I was going there, we had a portable, and I just feel like whenever we went to different boys and girls clubs, they always had the Orlando Magic or the city backing them, building them a new
Yeah.
building, rebuilding. But every time in Eatonville, like we couldn't really host games because we didn't have a gym. Our practice court was outside.
Right.
But when we go play the games, we going into a gym, and I would never understand why they wouldn't support us or help us build a building. We had a portable, but now I don't know if anyone's drove around there, but they have a building now. They have a gym. They have all of that we didn't have when I was growing
Right.
up. But I'm glad to see that the city or whoever is finally uh, looking out for the community because, like I said, Eatonville is one of the communities I feel like a lot of people should try to hold the history just because
Mhm.
of how precious it is. But Eatonville also they put a well, I don't know what you call it, like a painting of me up in there.
A mural.
Yeah, yeah. My sister helped me out with that. She used to be up there a lot with the kids, and they just show love. So yeah.
That's dope. How long you had a mural up there?
It haven't been that long. Probably last summer is I think when they put it up. Yeah.
Was it a surprise or you knew it was like in the works when it was doing
Well,
it?
they asked me for a picture, and I wasn't really sure what they was going to do because they had just built the club, so they was trying to put some of the history up in there, and it was like, oh, you deserve to be in here because you used to grow up here, and I don't know, they put me up there with.
Oh shit, see, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
You put me on some. That's dope. What so what middle school you went to?
Middle school, I went to Lee Middle School,
I figured
and
that.
then 6th grade, then 7th and 8th grade, I went to Maitland Middle,
Okay.
and we actually won. We won the championship when I was in middle school.
Oh, so you was that was gonna be my next thing. That's when you started hooping. In middle school, you started like younger than middle school, but you took it serious.
I feel like I said, so yeah, let me go back to like when I was younger, I used to hoop like just outside. I feel like I was uncoordinated. Like I just used to just play, just just going outside and playing. I didn't have no training, like how all they have trainers now and all that. I didn't have none of that. And I went to middle school, and I've always been taller than a lot of people. So when I was in 6th grade, there was like, you can make the 7th and 8th grade team. So I didn't even play on the 6th grade team. So I went home. And I told my mom, I said, I made the 7th and 8th grade team. She was like, you only made the team because you tall. You went down mean you good or whatever. I'm like, why you say that? Because I used to just be like clumsy. Like I was long and like I wasn't really good at sports. And I never really, like I was never really on a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my mom was just like, all right. So she finally came to one of my games, and I guess when she seen me play, she seen that I was actually decent and I had like a little attitude to me because I was very nonchalant. But when I'm playing basketball, I have a little more attitude on me, a little bit.
Gotta have that.
So that was like the start of it. When she seen me actually playing and trying to take it serious, I was like, I want to play AAU. I want to try to like play for real on a team, like an actual team. And ever since she came to that first game, she started like taking it serious and started helping me look for teams and stuff like that.
That was the only was basketball the only sport you played? Or
I played volleyball. I did track, but I just always was basketball was my first sport. So my favorite sport.
When you start, like, what age you realize like, dang, I'm taller than my peers? Like,
I don't know if I noticed for real.
You didn't notice
that I was? Yeah, it wasn't really a thought, but I played like junior magic a little bit with the boys when I was younger. I guess I was taller then, but I didn't really think about it.
Right.
So that's when they had co-ed. So I played that a little bit, but after that, I don't really think I played much. Like I tried like in elementary, because I went to Kingsway Christian, so they had like a basketball team. Like I played, but it wasn't like nothing serious, Like I wasn't good yet. So I don't know. I guess 6th, 7th grade is probably when I noticed for real. That's when I started playing AAU and people actually was like, oh, you could be good at this. You can go to college,
So you started taking basketball serious around like 6th and 7th grade? Or I think it was a little bit later than that?
Yeah, probably middle school.
Okay.
That's when I started getting my offers.
So who was your favorite players growing up? Not player, like players.
Candace Parker. Okay. Steve Francis.
Steve?
I mean, because when I went to my first Magic game, he was the best player. And I was like, who is that? Like, I like the way he played. But probably, Candace Parker probably was.
You're a Magic fan or?
A Magic fan? Yeah, I like, when they was Dwight
Howard. You a diehard Magic fan?
I don't know about diehard. I like players.
Okay,
But of course, I like the Magic. I'm from here. I want to see them succeed. I always got to represent.
Okay. So, like I said, I remember you from Edgewater. I was a couple grades above you, but it's just your height, you know what I'm saying? Because we had a class together. You don't remember me, but you stand out, you know what I'm saying, your height. So yeah. I remember you. So when you came to Edgewater that year and you played basketball, you played freshman or you went straight to JV?
I played varsity.
Oh, you played straight varsity?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, when I first came, I played varsity. We was pretty decent.
They asked you to try for, like, did you go in there with the intentions of?
I'm trying to remember. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of my friends ask me, "Oh, like, what you used to think back then when you was playing, like this and that?" And I'm like, to be honest, I never really thought about, oh, I'm good or I'm better than this person
Right.
or I want to play varsity. I want to do this. It was just always something that I did, and
Right.
I went with the flow. I mean, I just happened to be. I really don't know. I just.
You remember getting PT that first year?
Yeah, I started.
Shit, I mean, I ain't had a height, but cause I went to Jones my 9th grade year, and I was playing freshman. So yeah, you went in straight at. I'm kind of
Yeah,
jealous.
we went to state my first year. We lost. I think I don't remember the game, but I know it was close because I remember I was crying after the game. I think I did like something crazy. Like it was close. I tried to save the ball and I threw it back by the other team's basket or something, and they scored or something like
And
that.
that's what.
Yeah, we lost like that. It was close, but yeah, my freshman year, I hit the ground running. I never had really any like learning curves or nothing. I just was. I came in. I think one of my first games I had like 23.
23. So what the competition was around that time, if you can
I
remember?
can't even
You can't remember?
remember. Like,
You remember your high school? I mean, I know you played a lot of ball, but
I really don't. I don't know, but I told you I got my first offer when I was in like 8th grade.
8th.
Yeah.
Well, then we're gonna talk about offers a little bit later because I had that. So in 2012 though, y'all actually won, right? The
Yeah,
state
we
champion.
won. That's the first time we won. We would get close to get there. We just never got over the hump.
Who y'all end up playing? You remember that? Well, you
The-
got to remember
the
that.
championship game?
Yeah.
I don't know. Miami Norland, maybe.
Miami?
There was a couple teams we couldn't beat. I want to say a Miami team. Miami Norland, I think.
Okay. And that same year, you won the Gatorade Girls
Uh,
Player of the Year.
yeah, I got Gatorade Player of the Year. McDonald's All American.
Mm-hmm.
They had it was a lot of awards. Pan American, All American, WBCA All American. I got another one. I just can't remember the name of it because I got like a banner, a big banner
Right.
for it. It was like I think it was Florida Basketball Player of the Year, Miss Florida Basketball Player of the Year, something like that.
How was it if like the feeling that you got when you like? Because I didn't know you had all that. I know you had the All American. I know you had the Gatorade Player of the Year, the Miss Florida, and then you won the state championship the same year. So was that like everything coming in back to back like that overwhelming?
No, not really.
None.
Nah, it's like it's something I always dreamed of and wanted to do, and it was actually happening. Like I said, I feel like I worked hard for it, so it wasn't like overwhelming to me really. My favorite one was probably McDonald's All American because I don't think I had a lot of hype like other players did, and I ended up winning MVP, and I think that would surprise a lot of people because I think the people there didn't. When I won, I don't think the players there even really thought that I was gonna win.
So you ain't have a name. I mean, obviously
I had a
you had a
name,
name, but
but like I didn't know. Well, I was ranked top 10, I think, so in the
okay.
country. So I had a name, but you know they got the big names,
Mhm.
like the people they highlighting, the people doing all the interviews, the people doing all the TV stuff. Like I didn't have like that kind of stuff, but I just wasn't expected to win. Put it that way.
What you like? What was your I know you don't remember exactly what you scored, but what you think you did to win that? Was it the scoring, the defense, the
I think I just scored more than they did,
scored a lot?
and I scored and I had rebounds.
So if you scoring like that, then versus other ranked, women out there, you feel like you knew at that moment you was kind of ready for like the next level, or you already knew that you was already ready for the next
It was
level?
never a thought that I wouldn't be ready. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
just always like this is what's next. Like, okay, I'm playing here. Next step is college. Next step is pro. Like it was always like I never thought like I didn't put so much pressure on myself either. Like I'm just a really chill type of person. Like it's just whatever happens, happens, and everything just was happening. Like now that I look back at it, when people ask me, I feel like I wish I would have took in the moment a little bit more.
Right.
Not that I didn't. It's just I kind of don't remember a lot of it.
You weren't settling. You already knew that you probably had
Yeah.
more things to come, more things to accomplish. That was dope. I know. So you said your 8th grade year you had offers on the table.
Yeah.
What school was it? Was it a big school or?
Yeah, I think I had Florida State maybe. Like they was all my offers was always big. Like I'm not like trying to brag nothing. Like I never really had smaller schools really to like choose from really.
Right.
Cause I was thinking one day I just was talking to my mom. I remember this conversation and I was like, well, why didn't the other schools in Florida like offer me or, and she was just like again, this is just how I think. Like, I'm not like, oh, this is the big school I want to go here. I'm like, oh, I'm from Florida. Like, oh, why these other schools didn't offer me? It was always like the Power 5 conferences. That's why. And she was just like, I don't know, maybe they just assumed you wouldn't go there. I was like, oh, okay. Well, they never tried.
What made you choose Baylor?
Oh yeah, my college decision was tough. It was very hard decision.
So let me go back.
Yeah.
What was how many schools you had on the table that you actually was hard trying to make your decision, like the hardest schools to choose from? Because all I know, I see on basketball, I see on TV when, what I'm saying, when they got the hats on the table and all that.
Well, it was one of my coaches was like, all right, Lex, you got to get it down to a top 5. Because, people always release they top 10, top 5, top 3. I never really broke it down. I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I like this school, then I like this school, then I'm a very indecisive, and I like a lot of things about the school. Like, Of course, all of it's better than what I have now. So it was tough. I don't know. I just broke it down to my top 5. I would be lying if I tell you I had a reason why. It was just that part was overwhelming. The college decision, everything that was overwhelming for me. It was a lot, because then you had like talking to coaches almost every day, texting you, calling you, sending you so much letters. Like it was to the point where I couldn't even open all the mail. Like they sent. I had like a bin full. I don't know where it is now. My mom probably has it, but I kept it just to have memories like, wow, this is crazy, but I think I liked Florida, but the more I started going into the process and going around, seeing different schools, seeing different things, my friends from my AAU team going to certain schools, people like, oh, you should come here. Oh, man, you should come here. Nah, we going here. Let's play together. Let's do this. So that's one of the reasons I chose Baylor. Some of my AAU teammates was going there, and I just felt more comfortable with the coaches. It felt more like a family, and that's how I am. Like, I'm a family person. I'm very big on my family. Everybody know that about me. Everywhere I go, it's always my cousins with me, because when I grew up with my cousins, like, we lived together since we was kids, like babies. Like Tony, for example, like I grew up with her. We slept in the same bed. Like, so I was very big on family, and I feel like they brought that. Like, I'm still cool with those coaches to this day.
They still there?
Nah, they not there. They different places, but I could call them and talk to them whenever.
How hard was the college game? How hard was it to adjust for you versus coming out of high school?
The biggest adjustment was probably my role.
Okay.
I wouldn't say necessarily the competition. It was more so of trying to fit in. Because I went somewhere where they was pretty much established, but everybody was leaving. So it would just be me coming in. Like, after they was leaving, after their senior year, it would just be like me and my people that came in, like, taking over. So that's and I also felt like they would give me the better opportunity to get better and learn different things. So, what was you asking again?
I was like, how
hard was the game? Yeah.
How hard was it for you to adjust?
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't hard, but I was injured, so that part was tough for me.
Okay, what kind of injury you had?
My injuries, I had stress fracture. So it started out a stress fracture in my foot, and I had played USA basketball before, like high school level, and then when I was in college, they sent me another one to go to USA basketball camp, but I couldn't go because I had hurt my foot. So that was a hard decision, because I was playing on it, And then it was just like to the point where I couldn't really play on it.
Right.
And I had to tell them I couldn't come to USA basketball. I had to like call the lady and say, because that's another big accomplishment to always play USA basketball. And once that was the first time where I had to turn down something that I couldn't go to. And I think, was it my freshman year? No, my freshman year, it was the summer after my freshman year, I got a stress fracture. And I ended up getting another one in my other foot. So both of my feet was basically broke. And I was out for like a year probably. It took me like probably 2 years to get back
Right.
to what I was, but I was out for a minute, and I think that was a big setback for me in my career for real. But I ended up redshirting, so I got an extra year. That was good, but yeah, my injuries was. It was like one of those where they ain't really know why like I was getting it, because it wasn't like I did something. It was like how I guess the way my body is and how my feet is. Because I got it in the other foot in the exact same bone. Like I was rehabbing the other one, then I got that one. So then I had to be out another 6 to 8 months. Like, so it was just tough for me at that point. I was riding around in a scooter. Like I couldn't even walk to class.
On campus.
Yeah, that was a rough time for me for real.
What would you say like your first welcome to college hoops moment? Like when you got your ass busted or like damn.
There nobody never asked me that one. Probably when we played UConn.
UConn.
Yeah. They at the time they was winning. They won like 4 championships back to back. But I can't say we was one of the last teams to beat them before they went on their historic run of not losing. But I can't remember the exact moment, but I just remember playing them was tough because it was one of the actual moments I started playing like back from my injury and stuff.
Okay. Well, so y'all was running the Big 12 though.
Yeah, Big 12.
Consecutive years. Why you think y'all couldn't get over the hump?
I don't know. It just
other than UConn, like
who beat us? Did Notre Dame? I think Notre Dame got us one year.
Right.
In the Elite Eight. I think Skylar Diggins was there. They were pretty good. Like, I don't know. It was a lot of good teams back then. I feel like the talent level now is, I ain't gonna say, I don't want to speak on that, but I feel like back then a lot of the teams were they were just pretty good. Like, not saying we wasn't good, but we would literally lose by 3. One year we lost by 3 to, I don't even remember the team, Oregon State. Then the next year we lost by 3 again. Like, we would always get right there, but we could, I don't know, we just never could get over it.
So you had you stayed at Baylor all 4 years, right?
Yeah, I was there 5 years.
Oh, yeah, you said you had to.
Yeah.
You did you stay that long because you wanted to get a degree, or you just like you didn't want to leave early, or?
I mean, for the women's game, it's not really common to leave early.
It's not, okay.
You got to be 22 to leave, I guess, unless you're from overseas.
Right.
So, like I said, I got injured, so I needed to play to just show that I could still play. Like, I don't think people was really checking for me like that anymore. So,
it's different now though. Like, you still gotta be 22. You
Yeah.
can't leave early. Okay.
like I think you could go overseas, but to play in the W, you got to be 22.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's different.
So yeah, I might as well get my degree.
Yeah. Because most people graduate when they 21, 22. So yeah, that makes sense. What you graduated? So what was your diploma? Like, what you graduated?
I did corporate communications the first 3 years, and then because I graduated in 3, and then I did sports management a little bit after that.
You was a student that just did enough to get by, get that degree, and go hoop?
Excellent student.
What's your GPA?
I don't know what my GPA was. I really don't, but I got a few awards for you know how to get having a good GPA.
Academic awards and
yeah, I got some at home.
Oh,
I was always an excellent student. Like in high school, I had all A's, like
Not
all
me.
the time.
I mean, I did the bare minimum. I know I needed a 2.0 from Edgewater. I get it 2.0
Why?
under here because I ain't want to never go to college. I ain't never just. And then I tried community college just so I could say I tried. I did that for 2 months. I was
This
out of
school
there.
just wasn't for you.
Nah, I hated school. So with you getting actually being focused in school and like, how hard was it to actually focus on your academics and basketball since you was taking both of them 100% serious?
Oh yeah, I mean,
And then you was going to Baylor. You wasn't going to no HBCU.
yeah,
no.
I ain't, it was tough because I remember one of my classes. The first day, the teacher was like, "This semester, every Friday, you have a 10-page paper due." I was like, thinking he was joking, and he was like, "No, it's in the syllabus." I was like, "No way! I don't know how I'm gonna do that. No way." I ended up doing it. Don't know how. I don't know, but it wasn't really hard. You know, as an athlete, you got tutors, you have advisors that help you all the time on the road. They making sure you in study hall. Of course, it's up to you to actually do the work.
Yeah.
But if you want to do the work, it's help there for you. So it really wasn't hard with that.
All right.
And like I said, if you want to get a good grade, then you going to make time to study and do what you need to do. Just like anything, you make time for what you want.
Okay. So when you was going to school, it wasn't no NIL.
Nah.
Right. Facts.
Just missed it.
How do you feel about the NIL now? Well, the NILs, and how could you have benefited, back in your day? Do you think they're good? Or
I think people should get paid for their name, like, because the colleges, I feel like the NCAA is using a lot of the athletes. Like, I feel like the NCAA business isn't good in that aspect.
right.
About the pay, of course, yeah, I want to get paid, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the amateurism of it, I think now with the colleges being able to actually pay the players, I think that takes the amateurism out of it, which, again, I don't know, I just have a different perspective. I'm just looking back, like, I think the NCAA is not going to be the same anymore. Because, like you said, you're getting paid, so you're already a pro, basically.
For sure.
So what is a pro, really, at this point?
And some of them making more money than
exactly
the actual.
Like, some people went back to college
pros.
instead of going to the draft because they probably going to get more from the college.
Yeah.
Which is good, but that's why I was like, that's why I'm just saying, so where are we at with that? So is we just pros? Are we just saying you're a pro at the high school? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just it. I think people should get paid for sure. But when you look at it like that, that's where I'm just like, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with the colleges being able to pay them now.
So if you had the chance to have NIL back then, what you're saying, would you be for it?
Of course.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Of course, if you want to get paid. But if you're looking at, like, I guess what you said, the business side of it, the NCAA, if you care about it. But, I mean, everybody want to get money. But I'm thinking when we were in school, we were pretty good. So I'm thinking my teammates probably, I don't know how much I would have got, but my teammates probably would have did, because I played with Brittany. So I'm pretty sure she would have got a big bag. I played with Odyssey. They would have did good. So I'm like, I had a few teammates that I feel like could have benefited from it. Me, I don't know how much I would have got for real, but
I think got some, huh?
Maybe
being around them.
Yeah, just being maybe, I don't know, but I know for sure, like, people like that, I think, like with the whole Reggie Bush, they took his Heisman Trophy, like, that's just crazy.
But they giving it back. Well, I think they gave
it back to him, but it's like, you got people getting in trouble for taking a couple dollars or going to dinner. Like, we couldn't do anything. I think that part is crazy.
So, in 2017, you got drafted 29th overall to Phoenix. How did that moment change your life? Did you cry? That's a crying moment. I know.
Yeah, I cried.
I just had to ask you on camera.
For sure.
How did that moment change your life, though?
Well, to be honest, I don't know if I cried because I was happy or I was just upset that I didn't get picked until then. Like, just to be real, because I thought I had a good senior season. I thought I came back from injury good. So, of course, I was happy because I had the injuries, and the feedback I was getting was they didn't know if I could still play or whatever, but I played my whole senior year, so they could see or whatever. But I don't really know what the setback on that was. So that was another reason why I was, a little upset. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Did you have to like wait in the waiting? Like when you got drafted, where were you?
I was in Orlando. I had a little get together with my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did it change your life though? Did you?
I don't know.
I mean, because that's a big thing to make it. You know what I'm saying? Professional.
I don't know how it changed my life
W.
for real, but I mean, I'm still playing now.
Right.
Yeah, thank God for that. I haven't had any injuries for real since then, so I'm happy that I'm able to be healthy, still playing. So I guess I'll say I don't know. I wouldn't say it changed. It changed my life because but I've been playing basketball my whole life for real. So I don't know. It's just This is what I expect to happen.
How you like playing in Phoenix though?
I liked it. It was cool. It was nice. It was hot. It was like 119 degrees, but it was a good experience.
That's what you was Brittany and
Yeah, Brittany was there.
Brittany.
Tarasi. They still there.
Right.
Yeah.
Got a squad. How did y'all do that year?
We made playoffs. I think we lost first round, second round, one of them. I can't even remember.
You and Brittany still have a relationship now?
Yeah, we cool. Yeah.
This ain't none of my questions I had lined up, but I know when she went through what she went through in Russia, like, was that
Nah, I ain't really.
Not like okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. So after Phoenix, you had ended up in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, Atlanta. And then
how does that work? Because I know like normally when like with the W, like when NBA when you get drafted, like the rookies they be on the team more than like 1 year. It's like the contract's kind of different in the W.
Yeah, it's different. It's
different.
Anybody can be on any team at a given. The contracts in WNBA ain't really set in stone for real.
Okay.
If they want to end your contract tomorrow, they can end it, sign a new player.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nothing like the NBA.
Where you kind of like playing better at though?
Say that again.
Where you like hooping at better in Atlanta or Phoenix?
As far as what, like the city?
Just a city, and the city, the crowd.
Phoenix probably had the better. Phoenix probably had the better facilities. The crowd, the fans, I feel like their fans were more engaged than Atlanta. Atlanta, I feel like they still got some work to do when it comes to that. But I'm not sure where they're playing now. But our games were in Georgia Tech.
Georgia.
Yeah, so that's why I said the league still got some work to do on that. But in Phoenix, we played in the arena. We had a practice facility like with the men.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it depends on the organization you go to, but Phoenix was probably one of the top organizations that I've been in. Because I also went to Chicago after that.
Yeah.
And that one was more kind of like Atlanta to me as well. No, they weren't on the level as Phoenix to me. I didn't think.
So I thought I had it mixed up. I thought you went to overseas after Atlanta. So you went to Chicago first.
Well, yeah.
And then...
After every season, I go overseas.
Okay.
Because the WNBA is only in the summer.
Right.
So in the fall and winter, most people go overseas and then come back the next year. So I went Phoenix, then I went to Spain, then I came back and went to Phoenix again, and then I went to Atlanta in the same season.
Oh. Okay.
And then went overseas, came back, then went to Chicago like that. It's always back and forth.
How you like playing in the EuroLeague versus here?
I like playing over there. I could be myself more out there. They let you hoop out there, and I'm like the main player on my teams. So,
where you at? You in France now?
No, I was in Spain.
But
I'm not. I'm probably not going back there next year.
What's wrong with Spain? Just personal reason?
Time for a new change.
Where would you want to go?
I played in Turkey for, I think 4 years,
Right.
like straight. And then I went to Spain last year. It was my first time going back to Spain. And then I wouldn't mind going back to Turkey. I like Turkey. It's pretty cool. I like the league. I'm familiar with it. I feel like it fits my game more so than Spain. Spain just wasn't a good fit for me. And yeah.
You don't think about going back to the W? Because right now, like, the W got a lot of attention on it, you know what I'm saying? You know, because of Caitlin and Angel and coming out of college with that, all that momentum. Like, you ain't think about
Yeah,
going back
for
to the
sure. I'm always trying to get back.
Right.
It's just a matter of, talking to my agent daily, trying to see which teams I can go to, what's the opportunities, the money.
Right.
It's also based on that. It's not enough. It's not a lot of teams. The roster's short. Like, the max is 12, but some teams only carry 10 or 11. So that's a couple people not even playing
I heard
because of the max.
I heard they trying to do two expansions.
Yeah, they have
expansion teams.
Toronto and Golden State
Okay,
coming up.
I thought it was Vegas.
Vegas already there. They got.
I'm tripping. The Aces. Dang, I don't mind that. Been a long day, but how do you think that, like, Caitlin? You know what I'm saying? Do you think her bringing more eyes on the game? I know it's beneficial, but do you like what she doing? You like her game?
Yeah, I like her game. I think she's tough. Yeah.
So you think like the some of the players in the W want to be like bullies and stuff? You know, who was it that said that when she gets to the W it's gonna be totally different?
I think Taurasi said that,
but
okay. I don't think she was saying. She's a competitive person.
Right.
She talked like that on a daily. I don't even think it had anything to do with Caitlin. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Right. Okay.
Because again, the media is not really on her. Taurasi is like, that's how she talks. So I don't think she meant it like, oh, I'm gonna bully her. Oh, she need to get ready. That's just how she is. And I don't think they're trying to bully her. I think that's with any rookie. You know, They got, like in the NBA, how they bully rookies. Oh, you need to carry the bags. You need to do this. That's how it is for real. I don't think it's nothing more than that, or how people trying to put it. I don't think it's more than that.
Me either. I think it's. I think
it's the media.
Though.
To be honest, I think it's the media pushing certain narratives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's the way people feel for real.
Because for her coming out of college, and then now, it's 2 teams getting chartered flights and all that now.
Well, I think that was more so everyone. They said all the teams was going to get that.
Right.
They just didn't have the WNBA is backwards.
Right.
People don't know that, but they didn't have. I don't think they didn't have it set up yet to where all the teams, which they probably could have just to not have controversy. They probably could have just waited until all the teams was set, and then just say, oh, let's say May 30th. Now chartered flights, not, oh, your team is ready, okay, y'all fly. Okay, this team, y'all's is ready, y'all fly. Because then you had some teams still traveling regular, like commercial flights. But then they're traveling, private,
right,
or however they're traveling. But then you got to remember last year, New York owner, I think it was the owner, was like, oh, I can get my team charter flights. But the league said no, because in the players association or whatever it's called, I guess it's saying all teams have to be equal. You can't be flying private and the rest of the teams is flying commercial. So they denied them access. So I think I seen something when one of the players were saying like they was trying to say they hating because Caitlin got the chartered flights, this and that. And I'm like, but it's kind of been in the works, I think, for a minute. Like, if you see, WNBA players have been speaking up a while on the travel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much she had to do with that. She probably did because she needs security. She's big. But
right.
I think it was also already in the works.
How you feel about her? We ain't gonna keep talking about her, but you know she got a signature shoe coming out.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's kind of dope. Like you really don't hear that.
Yeah, I think it's like you said. I think it's good for the game in general. Just bring eyes, whatever that she could do. I think she's talented though. I really do.
What team? A random question. What team you think that can really use your help though? Because it's a lot of teams that's like.
What team? All of them.
All of them.
Any team,
definitely,
call me. I'm ready for
definitely Indy. I think they got 1 dub.
Yeah, they.
The Sparks got 1 dub. No, they got 2.
Won a few. I think Washington.
They just beat Indy. Washington.
I mean, like I said, my biggest, well, not biggest, but one of my goals is to try to get back and play in the summertime and play here before I end my career. I just been overseas the past few years. Of course, I love playing.
Right.
I love being over there. It's been good for me. I will say, I ain't gonna say hey, it's been good for me.
I heard the money better overseas.
It's been good because the season's longer.
Right.
WNBA is like 3 to 4 months, which I think has something to do with the pay as well. But I think people don't really look at that. And I'm like, well, the season is, of course, there can be more commitment as far as more advertising and things to get more money. But then I'm like, the season is 3 to 4 months. They'll have to try to figure out a way to make it longer because the NBA is like, what is it, like almost all year, right? 9 months or something like that. Months. Like my season overseas is like 9 months.
So you really don't have no time off. Like if you were still doing both.
Nah, I would have had to just go straight there. But I've been, talking to my agent, talking to, whoever, trying to get back. So it is a goal of mine. It's like you said, it's tough. I know that with the expansion, I'm praying that helps open up some roster spots. Because I know it is tough, like with the money situation, but I think I ain't gonna say I know that I can help a lot of the teams.
I was looking at your IG. I didn't know you had handles. I'm looking at that. I'm like, I didn't know you had handles.
That's funny. I mean, I don't know. I feel like every year I play, my game has evolved, and I feel like that I've heard a few people say that, and then not like fans, just like other people or maybe coaches or whoever, they'll say things and I'm just like, clearly you haven't watched me if you didn't know that I could be versatile and do these things. And I think that's what makes me good, that I can play the 2, the 3. I've been playing the 4. I don't prefer to play the 4 because I feel like it holds me back from what I'm good at.
Right.
But they've been playing me at the 4 sometimes overseas, so I've been playing it just because that's what they've asked me. Like I said, this team in Spain, it wasn't a good fit for me because we had a lot of those issues. But again, I've always done what it's asked for me to do.
Right.
If they want me to score, I'm gonna score. You want me to play defense, I'm gonna play defense. If you want me to, so that's why I feel like I don't feel like nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody. Not like, the tops in the league. Like it's a few hoopers that I rock with for real. Like they're my friends. Like I know them, that like I'm talking about like WNBA players, like top players. It's a few people that I rock with that I think is actually work on their game and is skilled. And I take pride in working on my game all the time. If you know me, I'm always at the gym every day. Like just trying to get better.
What age if you had in your mind what age you want to play to?
I don't know.
I
ain't gonna put no age. Just whenever my body tell me it's time, then that's when it's time. Hopefully I can play 10 more years.
Well, LeBron effect. You watching NBA playoffs?
Yeah, I watched a few.
Who you think gonna take it?
See, this playoffs is hard for me because I'm usually a basketball head. But this playoffs has been tough for me to watch for real. I don't really like Indiana. I didn't like how they was playing, so I didn't really want to watch it. I didn't want to watch Cleveland and the Celtics. It just, I don't know. But
so the East kind of being weak to you. The Celtics had a.
I feel like the Celtics, they have to win this year. They've been to the finals how many times?
Yeah, but I don't really like their game. When they clicking, they fire. But you let Miami get one with no Jimmy.
But I think they've been coasting.
You got Cleveland get one. I think Cleveland got one with no Donovan
Mitchell. And Jared Allen was out. Karis LeVert, I think a couple people was out.
I think Karis LeVert came in later. And then you struggled against Indiana. Indiana,
I
was
thought
up
that was
2 games.
Gonna be
but they got caught. But they was I don't. If they match up against
you believe in the Mavericks?
If they match up against Mavericks, I think I like Mavericks.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know who I like because I didn't. I watch them play now, but I didn't watch much during the year for real. I didn't really like how they played. I actually went to the Mavericks game when they played Real Madrid in Spain, and I was watching. I was like, I don't really like the way they play for real, but
They
it's
clicking.
working now. They clicking.
Well, they had traded for PJ Washington.
Yeah,
And,
you're right. That was
Gafford
before the
and
trade.
Stuff, so
Yeah.
now they looking good. So your official vote. I mean, your official answer. You don't know
What for the championship?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Mavs. If they should beat Timberwolves tonight, but
the Timberwolves gonna win tonight. They gonna get the dub tonight. They might not win the series, but they gonna get another dub.
I can see it happening. Then Dallas closing out Game 6 at home. Yeah, I like the West to win though this year. I would like to see Tatum get a ring. I ain't got no dog in the fight. My Magic, we lost first round.
I know. I was watching that. I was like, they could do it because I was just looking at the way the playoffs was going. I'm like, this is the time to do it. Like, but they early. They peaked though. They peaked early.
Paulo ain't had no help.
They peaked early though.
I'm not even mad at France because we wouldn't have got that game to Game 7 without him because he went off I think Game 6.
They both did pretty good though.
It was Jalen Suggs.
You think he should have did better?
He went like 2 for 13.
But he stepped it up though. His offensive game.
Brain Trey Young, yeah, man. I want
Trey Young.
Trace, he said he loved Paulo game. We need to score though.
Clay.
No, I mean
Brandon Ingram.
We need somebody that can create their own shot. Clay ain't no. He gonna
I just said that because they've been talking about it, but I don't think so.
Ingram, what he gonna play?
Because he exactly France and Paulo.
Bring Trey.
So Trey,
we need to score.
Get rid of Cole.
Get rid of whatever guards we got and get rid of them to get them. Cause we need
Gary
to score.
Harris and Cole could go
for sure. Cole, I like
Cole. I like Cole, but I'm saying if they gonna have to give up something, that's something like they ain't gonna give up Suggs.
I want because Trey gonna come create his own shots. We don't need him to do too much. We don't need them turnovers because it ain't your team. But he can create his own shots. We can get everything going. So man, Magic, get it together. But yeah, man. Before we wrap it up, man, you got anything? What's coming up for you? What's next? I already know you trying to get back in the league.
Working every day. I got my clothing brand right here. It's Perspective. It's abbreviated.
Dope. You got a website for it or
just Instagram?
Just started. Okay.
Yeah. AP Elite 23.
Okay.
And pretty much just taking time off right now, trying to stay ready for whenever they call me. Hopefully they call me any day. And just chill till my next season, which is probably overseas. Like if I don't go back to the W, probably around September, October.
WWW, man, y'all need to pick her up, man. Hopefully this interview make it to somebody, because a lot of teams need help. A lot of them teams be getting spanked.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But thank you for coming out, sitting down with me, man. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it so much.
All righty.